Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon. We saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Ward. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. And ball complete. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. That is caught at the 7. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Ward off the play fake. Steps away. Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Ward. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Operating from the gun. Ward. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the...
He's got a man, complete. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the... The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose.